Okay, Timmy. Well, your cameraman didn't do you any favors. They shake and they didn't even get on the side of you, but I can still make this work. I'll zoom in a little bit, try to fix this up the best that I can. Couple of things early in your swing that we really want to work on, and you can see in the if you look on our Google site and you look under instructional videos, you can see video after video that illustrates all of this stuff, so that'll really help you out. But I did want to show you there's some stuff early in our swing that before we talk about anything else we want to work on addressing. And the big thing is we want to get ourselves on our stride. We got to get going forward. We get really stuck on our back side. So as you watch here, I wish they would have filmed you from more of the side. Jeez. But you can still see how your back knee turns out. See how your back knee turns out that way, right? How it gets going back like this. And you can see as you're taking your stride, you're really going to stay stacked up over your back foot, right? So we can't get good linear force going forward, right? Because, you know, as we talk about nonstop, we load our backside to get off our backside onto our front side. And so you really need to work on getting off of your backside. So as you are picking your foot up, forward, 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 just like we talk about at pitching, like we really feel the weight on the inside of our leg going forward. You can see there how much you are still stuck on your backside. And what we end up having is, you know, a directional issue, and we get our arms coming a little bit. The other thing is, as you watch here, and I'm going to really zoom in on your foot, you can see here too that back knee motion going back out. And you can really see again how we talked about that weight being stacked up over our back foot. As our foot comes down, you can see how it's actually going backwards into the ground. And it's just really intuitive, like you're really smart, you understand this stuff, right? Like we're getting literally a weight transfer or a weight shift. And our weight here has stayed so far back that our stride foot actually goes backwards as it's getting into the ground. The other thing that we can see as we zoom out a little bit now is because we get that movement there, as we watch here, you can see in that position how you know, just hit pause where all the major leaguers are. And you can see how they have their weight distributed, and it's very different. They'd be looking a lot more like that with their legs. And you can see here, as you watch your front side, as you're stuck on your backside, you even are starting to rotate here before you're even into the ground. And meanwhile, and you can see this with all of our instructional films on there, we just want to go forward off of our back leg, and our front leg would still look like that when we got into the ground. We wouldn't have started to rotate early. So then our end result is we don't get stretch between our upper half and lower half, and it gives us more of an around. As I just kind of roll my finger here, you can see how your arms come before your body. You don't really get that stretch. You can also see how you've created extra space out in here. See all that space there you see between your top hand and your back shoulder? And as you watch those major league films, you'll see that they stay like really connected between their top hand and their back shoulder, because you get your, see how you come back in pretty good? But because you get a little bit of arms first, because you don't set up your lower half to rotate real well, that's what causes our arms to get a little bit ahead and to get a little bit around. So watch those videos, especially the first two that I put up in instructional that are based on rhythm and flow, that shows how guys are striding into the ground and then beginning that immediate preparation. That immediate preparation is where your front foot goes into the ground. And you'll see how everything gets going forward on their stride until they slam on the brake with their front side, and how when they land, their front side still looks like this rather than starting to open as they get into the ground. So we get a better move here off of our backside. We'll get a better move there out of our front side, and then we'll be able to get greater separation between our lower half and upper half.